Today, I'm laying out a fourth part of my Build Back Better plan, advancing racial equity across the American economy, not just part of the other pillar of Build Back Better, but this is in its own right. To start, we create a new small business opportunity fund. It dramatically expands on the successful Obama-Biden initiative that generated more than $5 billion and $5 in private equity for every $1 in public investment in a small business, particularly in hard-pressed areas. We're going to take $30 billion of our Made in America investment, I announced earlier this year, and put it into this fund. It will allow the expanded federal support for the most effective state, local, and nonprofit programs to provide venture capital and financing for minority business owners and communities in need. It will also allow us to support community development banks that have a proven record of investing in minority small businesses. That $30 billion is estimated to leverage $150 billion in new financing and equity for more Black and brown small businesses. So our Small Business Opportunity Fund supports an investment in a small manufacturer of color seeking to commercialize a new technology, for example. That helps the manufacturer get started. Then private investors, we know, notice the promise of that business and invest their private dollars as well. That helps manufacturers scale and grow. That's how we'll make sure that those with the best ideas are not denied the venture capital or financing they need because of race or zip code. And here's why it matters. Right now, we're in the midst of one of the greatest threats to small businesses our country has ever seen. What Donald Trump doing about it? Well, he's given big banks the green light to loan millions of dollars that they're covered for by the federal government and make millions of dollars in fees by favoring their most well-off and well-connected clients while shutting the door on smaller Black and brown business without these connections. You all remember, some of you covered when I first laid out what I thought needed to be done in the first recovery plan put forward by the Congress. I said the President should use the authority he has under the Defense Production Act to force big banks to have to lend to small businesses. They're guaranteed the loan. We bailed them out before. Force them to lend, but what did they do? Do you have a credit card with us? Have you established credit with us? Do you have a bank account with us? The list goes on. And they're denied. The result? Billions of dollars in COVID relief programs for small businesses benefit ones who had lawyers and accountants to help them better connect to businesses, jumped to the head of the line, and the big banks accommodated. Black and brown small businesses that needed the help most got shut out. In fact, just 12% of Black and brown businesses surveyed seeking help got the aid they asked for. Now, half of them say they're going to have to close up shop, and they're a major source of employment in America. Our economy can't afford for them to close. Their families can't afford for them to close. Under my plan, 50% of emergency small business relief would be reserved for the smallest businesses of 50 or fewer employers. Right now, we're talking 500. They are small business compared to the Fortune 500, but do you think most people think the neighborhood stores have 500 employees that are small business? Ride down the main streets of so many small towns around America and big towns and see them shuttered. This would help minority-owned business get life-saving loans before the well-connected businesses jump to the head of the line. But removing the barriers for Black and brown entrepreneurs to start and grow businesses is only one of many things we have to do to close the racial wealth gap in this nation. Expanding Black and brown home ownership is another. Today, American cities, there are a number, where about 75% of white Americans own their homes, only 25% of Black and brown citizens, or blacks, I should, own their homes. Even in the middle class communities of color. The same homes that exist in the white community are often valued significantly less. Those black residents then see their wealth accumulate much more slowly. Many of you are from families like mine, middle-class families. Where do my parents accumulate any ability to borrow and generate any wealth? In their home. That's how it got built. That's how a lot of us are able to send our kids to school, to borrow against that. When a house is an asset that helps build equity and wealth, the home ownership disparity denies equal opportunity.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.